Hi and welcome to Veggies Farm game. We will discuss very interesting topics today. We will speak about medieval armor evolution, plate armor, and review different Veggie Knights armor types. Different Veggie Knights armor benefits and abilities will be also described in this video. Before we start, please subscribe to our channel to receive fresh updates about Veggies Farm NFT game and different giveaways that we are running. Also press a like button, it will help to spread this video to wider audience. We will make a giveaway of one Veggie Knight between all people who will leave a comment under this video, when this video will gain 100 likes. So don't skip this part please. Why medieval plate armor has been used only in Western Europe? Why only Europe? Why, disregarding its beauty, great protection, and overall usefulness, wasn't it available in other countries? There were great metallurgy centers, North India for example, where many rich people, who could pay any amount of money lived. There was also a Roman Empire, where metallurgy progress gained such a level, that medieval Europe could catch up only in 15th century. But we don't see anything like that, neither in Roman Empire, nor in Chinese Empire, where the progress of metallurgy also been on a great level. Only Europeans were using full plate armor. The best, state-of-the-art full plate armor equipment was called Maximilian armor. Those pieces are dated between end of 15th and first half of 16th century. Plate armor did not exist during a long time. It appeared in the end of 14th century, and existed till the end of 17th century, when it disappears under influence of different economic and military causes. Let's dig into this topic a bit deeper. Before 15th century, Europeans were wearing approximately the same equipment as their neighbors were. The main armor type was a chain armor. Starting from times when Roman Empire fallen, and until 11th century, chain armor was single most used armor, and very desired one. It wasn't available to everyone, and many were pushed to use only shields. As we know, chain armor could cost about 6 to 12 cows in price equivalent, according to modern historians. 12 cows are a big herd, that was usually an amount which all peasants of a small village owned. So, it's obvious that not every random guy could afford it. Chain armor fulfilled all the protection needs. It was totally enough for any military campaigns, starting from crusades, and ending with battles somewhere in deep forests of northern Germany. But that situation changed approximately in 13th century. So, what happened in 13th century? And why it happened only in Europe? Why no one else managed to invent plate armor? The answer, as usual, could be found in economical reasons. Industrial revolution happened in Europe in 13th century. Europeans remembered that a while ago, in the times of Roman Empire, watermill has been invented. And there is an ability to use it for powering different facilities, starting from textile mills and ending with forges. That allowed to sustain defined properties of final product. From now on, it was not a blacksmith who was forging steel, but water-powered hammers produced it. This allowed to achieve predicted results, with minimal deviations from desired one. It was impossible to achieve such a quality, performing same task via bare hands and hammer. On top of that, such task could be performed faster, and with less human efforts by using watermill forges. So, if people could suddenly get steel plates of needed quality, and in needed quantity, they could make many different nice things out of it. At first, many more high-quality helmets appeared, followed by famous medieval brigandine armor. Brigandine armor consisted of many steel plates, mounted under fabric or leather. Brigandines appeared in the middle of 13th century. Next evolution happened in second half of 14th century. At first, those brigandine steel plates started to get bigger, and later, it appeared that there's no need to connect them via leather or fabric anymore, as they could be connected to each other. That's how cuirass appeared, that's how full plate armor appeared. However, there was another factor that pushed towards full plate armor invention and usage, on top of watermill. Some specific battle manner appeared in Europe in 11th century. Cavalry began to use stirrups widely. Stirrup allowed to deal maximum damage, using whole weight of horseman, together with his horse. Stirrup introduced a foothold for spear, which was actually connected to stirrup instead of just hand of a horseman. This way, the power of strike increased drastically. So, chain armor stopped to fulfill all the protection needs, because of this new battle manner. And, as always, when new weapon or battle technique appears, some new defense practices were developed. That was another reason for plate armor appearance. Who were the users of full plate armor? Well, only rich people could afford such an expensive thing, as we just learned. Military people who would benefit from using it. People who wore the best armor in Middle Ages. And it should be obvious that it was knights. Knights were the core of medieval cavalry structure. Knights were the top-level part of population, who were given a land, which was used to generate an income to cover all equipment expenses. And they were obligated to provide a military service to their feudal, in exchange of using those land. They were supplying themselves with all needed equipment, including swords, spears, armor, and horses. Considering that they were rich, in comparison to other medieval military classes, they could afford buying the best full-plate armor. On top of that, as we just said, they were supplying themselves with armor, and if are personally choosing some equipment that could save your life one day, I am sure that you would consider buying the best thing available on the market. By the way, if you would like to know more about medieval cavalry and knights, check out our medieval cavalry video. That was a brief history of medieval armor evolution. Now let's discuss Veggie Knights armor, available in the game. There are 7 armor types available for Veggie Knights. Each armor enables defined passive skills or abilities. Those abilities boost your PvP units during battles. Bully is a balanced armor. It grants plus 2% damage and plus 2% armor to all your units. It could fit to any type of army you're building. Gladiator armor is designed to gain speed and HP. It grants plus 2% speed and plus 2% HP to all your units. Some cavalry-focused army setups could benefit from it. Huntress armor is meant to boost your ranged units. It grants plus 5% damage to your ranged units. It's obvious that Huntress armor will best suit ranged infantry-focused army setups. Mage armor boosts your spells. It grants plus 10% of spell's duration, plus 10% of second unit damage in case of fireball spell. Combined with powerful primary and secondary weapons, mage armor could change outcome of each battle in your favor. Protector armor is focused on damage. It grants plus 3% damage and plus 1% armor to all your units. It will work well with melee infantry-focused armies. Rhino armor is focused on armor itself. It grants plus 1% damage and plus 3% armor to all your units. It could suit cavalry or melee infantry-based armies. Valkyrie armor is made to boost cavalry. It grants plus 5% damage to your cavalry units. Cavalry-focused army setups will benefit most from this armor. As you see, each armor provides different abilities, which could be most useful together with specific army setup. For example, you wouldn't want to have a Valkyrie armor and no cavalry in your army, as it will make it useless. Having a Veggie Knight with Huntress armor, and do not having any ranged units in your army, would also be not very wise move. You must build your army wisely, so you can get most out of your Veggie Knight, its active and passive abilities. We've just covered main medieval armor evolution stages, and reviewed Veggie Knight's armor, available in the game. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Leave your comments below if you have some feedback or any questions. We will try to bring answers. We will get back to work meanwhile, arranging upcoming Veggies Farm game PvP mode release. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that like button and subscribe to Veggies Farm Game channel.